Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Map, a game about maps. This game just released within the last couple of days. I think it actually released yesterday, and discovered it on my Steam Discover page. It's on sale for a little bit since it's a brand new release, so I decided to pick it up, especially because I love maps. I have a background with working with real maps with my big girl career, and went to school and did a lot with maps, and so it's always been something that's been a fascinating topic of mine. And so I figured, why not give this game a go? Some of the preview of the gameplay looked really cool, so decided to jump into it. Because I haven't played this yet, there was a demo out for this, I believe, and I've never played the demo. Like, this is my first time seeing this game, first time playing it, and all that. You'll be learning along with me as I play through the game. Let's jump in and see kind of what we have to start off with. So there's a little bit of a story here, it looks like. We got a guy sitting at a desk. Guy? Girl? Girl? Guy? I'm inclusive. Either one, really. Looks like they're drawing on a table. Not too thrilled about it. They have some art hanging on the wall. Love their art. They became inspired to draw what looks like a map. Oh, but then they didn't like it. Story of my life, honestly. Oh, but a paper came into the window. Oh, they're hiring for a cartographer. We are searching for the Raven King's lost treasure and need your navigation skills to follow the traces he left behind. Let's apply. Gotta shoot your shot, you know. We'll go ahead and apply. Billy is the first friend Milo? Milo. We'll say Milo has ever had. Alright, that's amazing. You're a fully fledged cartographer and want to join us? That means you could just walk around the island and mark the tree on a map and all that just with your sense of direction and the outline of the island. Alright, got game controls. So we have tab to open the map, typical WASD control to move, run, which I believe that's shift, and jump is spacebar. Let's see. Map. Oh my gosh. Jumped into this really quickly. So I press tab, open the map, place marker, drag a marker to the intended position, confirm to complete the mission. Okay, got it. Drawing. Use the pencil to take notes on your map. Okay, that's interesting. And we have this. This is our map. This is our little plumb bob, ping, so to speak, marker, if you will. Pencil, crayon, eraser. Mark the tree on the map. Okay, can I go back? I'm not ready to mark it yet. Okay, so we have tab is to open the map, space is jumping, shifting is running around. Okay, so here we have this map, or this island that we're on, and what looks like kind of like a U shape in a sense, and what looks like is on this U shape, we have the tree positioned here, and kind of near this little side. What does this map look like? Okay, so the map looks like it's in the opposite orientation. So it's in this orientation. And essentially the tree is here, but I don't know how precise it needs to be for this. So like, if we're going to be super precise with this, then, you know, we can guess that it's more aligned with this coastline, like over here. And not necessarily in the middle of this little blob facing that direction. Like if you draw a straight line, it's kind of off to the right a little bit. So if I were to draw a line like this and then draw off from the coast, it's kind of there-ish. Ooh, it does look like it's a little bit north of that coast also. It doesn't like follow the coastline. It's kind of, it's almost as if we take the part where it goes to curve and then just draw a straight line across. So like part where it goes to curve and draw like a straight line this way. So I'd probably put it somewhere here. Do we need to be this precise? Do we need to be this precise when it comes to placing the map? I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. But let's go ahead and be as precise as we can. Oh, okay. Well, okay. First placement on the map, 0.0 steps, and I got the perfect achievement. That's cool. We're jumping right in with a perfect achievement, so love that. Love that for me. Maybe the precision is important. It is important. So we'll continue here. Perfect. First thing placed. That's amazing. Awesome. This is amazing. Thank you. I tried. I always hold the map the wrong way around. No wonder we hardly get anywhere. Haha. Alright, so we can select that mission and retry and travel to it. Okay, cool. So that was the first mission, and I don't need to retry it. I got perfect on it, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I'm imagining these are gonna get a lot more difficult than just placing a spot where the tree goes. I've seen some gameplay footage where it starts to become a lot more complicated, so I'm looking forward to that. This looks like our next place to go explore, so we're gonna go travel to this location next. On the right side of the map, you'll find stickers and photos that you can use. Oh, okay, that's fun. Okay, can you find your way around this island too? I was so bored when we weren't making any progress that I built a sandcastle. Mark it on your map and show us what you can do. Okay, mark the sandcastle on the beach. Okay, so the first thing we gotta do is determine what orientation this map is. Oh, look at that little raft. That's such a cute little raft. Oh my god, that's so nice. I wonder if that has any indication of like the orientation of the island. Wow. The island is a giant circle. So, first of all, there's a sandcastle this person was talking about. Okay. Ooh, a landmark. Oh, okay. Landmark. Ooh, so this is gonna basically put a spot on the map for us to help give us more identifying features. A landmark, hopefully. Because it would be tough to put something on a circle. Let's see. Ah, yes. Okay, so here's that landmark that we just discovered. And this landmark is positioned a little bit more to this side of the island, which means this is kind of the orientation that we're looking at for the map. And there's that sandcastle. That's a pretty good thing to get. I'm imagining like getting the landmarks as much as we can. Exploring the islands to get these landmarks is going to be critical throughout the game. This looks like a compass. Right? We got, you know, north, south, east, west. That's what it looks like to me. And we already know that it's going to be up close to here. So now let's figure out distance between this compass landmark thing and the coast. What if I step on it? Nothing happens. Okay, looking at this distance between the landmark and the coast, it looks like it is not smack dab in the middle necessarily. It looks like it's a little bit closer to the compass. We're gonna plop it on the map here. We're gonna start with like, here's halfway, here's it, a little bit closer to the compass, I think. I think that is gonna be perhaps our best placement. We'll do a little bit there. We'll confirm that. I think that'll be okay. Oh! Another 0.0 baby! Another perfect placement. What the? That's not perfect. It says 0.0 steps as if it is perfect, but if you actually look at how close that thing is to the sandcastle, oh, I was much closer the first time. I shouldn't have made that teeny tiny adjustment, but it says 0.0 and I got 3 stars, so we're gonna move on. I have to join their crew, guys. I gotta. They really want me to, so... And it seems like I'm kind of good at this job, so maybe I will join their crew. Let's do the next one. See what happens here. I like how they have, like, these little blurbs about things. This is Billy! The question, it's been determined. This is Billy, leader of Billy's Bunch, not brunch. I'm hungry. The crew that will find the lost treasure of the Raven King. Follow his tracks. We desperately need someone like you, someone with exceptional cartography skills. To be honest, I've always taken care of that so far. I've tried counting my steps, but, well, I don't even know which way is north. I even got some grid paper with a scale, but I think it's definitely better off with you rather than with me. How about it? Would you like to give it a try? Just mark the pile of stones on the beach on your map. Okay, unlocked 3 new tools. Looks like some sort of scale measuring, the grid paper, and then counting steps. Oh my gosh, here we go. This is gonna be crazy. Hold to count your steps. Mark the stones piled on top of each other. Okay, let's run around and find these stones. Oh, it's this. This is Kieran's little stone stack over here. This guy. Right? We'll explore the island some more. Take a quick look around. There's bunnies over here. You bunnies, look kind of funny. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Got a little bit of this hill with this little beach. Oh, what is this? What is this? I want to know. This looks like a landmarker, which is great. Oh, we have actual lettering. So north, south, east, west. I don't think we had that on the last map, and maybe I missed it, but we actually have these squares now that have the letters. This is north. There is... Let's see if there's anything down here. No. I thought maybe like a cave. Like, that'd be a sick place to put a cave, but no cave. I want to know what this thing is. Anyway, let's look at this map here. We have, obviously, the map is faced in this direction. like this. And we have this marker. I wonder... I'm not going to count my steps anywhere just yet. I want to figure out, I guess, the best way to approximate this. Honestly, maybe steps from, or measuring like steps from the coast or something. Let's see. So first things first, this stack is placed like kind of directly in line with that coastline here. So like this is like obviously flat, and it's in line with that. So we know that this marker is going to be somewhere along this line. I'm putting an initial guess of like there, but that's just to put an initial marker on there. Okay, so now let's figure out where, I guess, along here it's gonna be. So we already know where on the grid line it's gonna be. We can actually probably count our steps from this point to the rocks, because we know it's gonna be in line with there. We just need to figure out like how many steps it's gonna be. So I'm gonna go ahead and count my steps starting from, let's see, the absolute corner of that. And it looks like these stones here are in line with that shore as well. So I'm just gonna mark my, like, follow the stones and mark my steps in that direction. Roughly. That looked like it was, I'm gonna recount, because it looked like it was about to be 5, and then it didn't count it. So I'm gonna make sure I'm actually like straight with this too. Let's restart that. Like that's giving 5. That's giving 5 steps. So can I click and drag this somewhere? This whole thing is 10 steps, which means, oh, duh, this square is 10 steps. Or this, sorry, 2 of these squares is 10 steps. 1 of the squares is 5. So to me, that would tell me that it is actually right there that I would put the stone stack. That's my guess. So we're just going to confirm that position. And it was right on top of the stone stack. 0.0 steps, 3 stars. Perfect. And we will continue. Thanks, Billy. I appreciate your kind words. I can't wait to meet your other 2 members of Billy's bunch, Bite and Milo. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Oh, that's Bite. He's a robot. That's cool. It's a translator. My apologies. She's a translator. She can understand up to 9 languages and is super fast at calculating and solving puzzles. Okay. Cool, cool. She can read the glyphs of the Ravenfolk. Oh, okay. She doesn't have enough information to decipher the glyphs. In order to figure out where the next islands are, I need to know where the cartoglyph is on the map. Oh, I think I know where that is. I think that's that little block thing. Stone cube. It is a stone cube that I have found. I know exactly where it is now. There you go. Now you have a compass rose on your map. Cool, isn't it? Let's see. Let's see. Let me look. Let me look. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, now we need to go find the cartoglyph, which I found earlier, and now understand what it is used for. This is would be an instance of like I need to probably count my steps again to get here. There's no features here necessarily, other than I know it is directly east, so that's good. So we're gonna count our steps from the landmark. Let's see here. My guess is it's the starting point of my steps should be at the very edge of this, and then we're gonna make our way this way. That's approximately another 5 steps, which means I would put it here. It seems a lot further than that, but, you know, that's okay. I'm also trying to approximate, like, the distance to the coast over there. Trying to figure out if, like, 15, 17 steps is, like, a good distance from the coast. We can try. There's nothing saying we can't try that right now. Just to see what this distance is. I'm not sure how the elevation change or the slopes change things here. That's the thing. 16, 17? Okay, that's a rough approximation. Going downhill and stuff, I don't know how that affects things. So, yeah, I think that is a good representation of where the cartoglyph is. Oh, just kidding. It's short. Just by a little bit. Which makes sense because I did hit the 5 steps kind of on the slope. I think the slope's going to be a little bit weird. Wow, being off by 0.7 steps gives you 2 stars? Oof. That's not great. Man, it is off by a lot. I also wonder, like, where we should start counting our steps. It's literally a 0.7 step, so it's, like, less than a step, away. Okay, okay. What happens if I press try again? Is it gonna have me try and do, oh, it's having me mark this cartoglyph on the front. Okay, so if you try again, I can just be like, oh, I know I need to move this. Oh, but it does mark my first attempt. I'm gonna move it less than a full step. So like this is chunked out into 5. I would probably put, ooh, this is kind of hard to measure. The first step is like here. So let's move it like there? Is that good enough now? Yes, it is good enough now. Perfect. Perfect. Only took 2 attempts that time. Not perfect like at the other attempts, but, you know, we're working on that. Next, you have to mark the rabbit burrow on the east beach. Oops, I skipped Billy's dialogue. My apologies. Let's see. The rabbit burrow on the east beach. Ooh, we have a tree. Let's see. Rabbit burrow is this thing. This little stump. Okay. And they gave us a tree. What tree is that? Is it this red tree? It has a red dot under the tree, so I'm assuming this is the red tree. We can count our steps to that, but I don't know what direction that's taking me. That's the thing. I don't have a compass or anything. Let's see. Because this is directly east. Whoa, 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 whoa. This, I feel like marking those steps is not directly east. What other tools did they say I had? Oh, the grid and the scale. That's it. So that I don't really have any other tools at the moment. We'll go ahead and mark these. Or at least... Oh, rabbit, you messed up my steps. Alright, let's try this again here. And hopefully the rabbit does not mess up the steps this time. Okay, that felt like exactly 5 steps. So it's exactly 5 steps. Ooh, we do have this identifying feature here in the water. This stump looks like it is in line with the tip of this. This tree and the tip of this island create a line. And the stump is somewhere in the line, 5 steps from the tree. This tree and this tip of this island create a line. It creates this line. And the stump is 5 steps from the tree. So the stump is going to be roughly there, which I'm fairly certain that's the correct orientation because we do create a straight line in this way when you have 2 points. Those are my 2 points. I'm gonna confirm it and see. Oh. Once you have the 2 points, you're unlocking the strat. That's how you get your line. And then you just find it in your line. Perfect 0.0 and 3 stars. Perfect, perfect. Let's see. Will the rabbit burrow help with the decryption? No, he just likes rabbits. Sorry, that was my she, her. She just likes rabbits. She decoded the cartoglyph a long time ago, and we need to go to the following coordinates next. Alright, we have this next place to go to, so we're gonna hop over there and travel there. What? Have I noticed that I count my steps with my fingers? I don't think I have noticed that. That's so cute, actually. Oh, wow, amazing. You really did it. Your first new island. You're incredible. I can never do that. She is blazing so hard. We should look for a starfish family. Okay, first. Oh, she is counting them with her fingers. That is the cutest thing. Let me do more steps so you can actually see. But she thumb pointer. She starts on her right hand and then adds up. That is so cute. I love that little detail. Alright, let's start by wandering this island a little bit. Let's get a sense of the map. Okay, we know there's a river running through it. That's this river here. It stops midway. We kind of know the orientation. But let's look around for any landmarks, things like that. This is a cool feature. I like that. Ooh, little archway ruins type thing. That's also really cool. Bees. Love those. Little additional ruin space. Little statue. We got a little beach. Oh, we got a beehive up there. I don't know if I can take damage or not, so I want to be... I don't know. We should go over there and see. Bees? Oh, they're just cute. You can see it on their face. They're not going to sting you. They're just cute. We have that little fun little detail. We have this guy, which we have our position mark, landmark thing. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, this one... Okay, so not every one of them has north, south, east, west on it. Like, we can guess. Like, we know this here. We know where that river is in relation to everything. But it doesn't have it listed, like, right here on the spot like it did in the previous map. So that's something to kind of keep note of. Oh, here's the starfish family. Okay, so the starfish family is near this little ruin block, and we have this little cove. This cove, I'm guessing. I mean, I'm fairly certain it's that cove just based off of the island shape. We have this is essentially the north direction, and we have the river. Oh, the bees. Hello, bees. This little cove is this thing over here. Great. We can throw down a guess. We climb these things and kind of look-see. This looks like it's the north direction, so it's like this. So this is the cove. I mean, obviously it's gonna be like somewhere in this space. Now I gotta figure out the best way to measure. Get at that. Could measure. This is. What direction is this? I have to reorient. Oh, this is the south here. Yeah, because we have this little funky doodle coastline. This is south, which means this direction is east. So we technically could do counted steps to the east and get an idea of like where in the east it approximately is. Let's find the spot to start this measurement here and hopefully try and stay in a straight line with this. I wonder if that branch is an indicator of like if it's a helpful straight line guide or something. So that was approximately 10 steps to this corner. So that means it's going to be, that's where we currently are. Now we can also then do steps in the south direction. Let me do it from approximately here. I think we hit 10 steps like roughly there. I don't know if the buildings indicate direction or not. I'm guessing the starfish are in this southern space. I think it's gonna follow straight down the southern part. I don't imagine it being like a couple degrees or whatever off of south. Like I think that's a little advanced for early game stuff. So that is like approximately 2 steps down. I'm gonna put this probably there. And it's kind of near the cove. We can see if the cove has any helpful indicators of like where it could be or like double confirm. It kind of looks like, it's kind of hard to tell. This tip of the cove is right along this line. So I'm trying to confirm if the tip of the cove here aligns with the starfish. And it is kind of tough to tell. That's getting a little detailed. It kind of looks like it's like not quite along. I mean, the thing is it like could be like that. It's a little hard to tell from that angle, like where exactly it is in relation to that little cove area. I'm fairly comfortable with this. I think this is a good first guess. I am gonna double count the steps, measure twice. You know what? I just realized that I'm counting from the edge of this, and the edge looks like 1 step in from the square. I need to be starting my walks in the center. Maybe that's why I was off by like a step on the QB glyph thing, is because I measured from the edge and not from the center. Let's redo that. So I'm gonna start from the center here now, and basically line up myself with the red dot and go. Okay, so that's 11. That is off by like a step. So I'm actually gonna put this now here, and then I think I measured this to be like 2. I think I'm still gonna go with 2 there. So I'm gonna put it, I think, roughly there. I think that's a good guess. I'm glad I discovered my mistake with the prior one in measuring that out, but I think that's a good guess. Let's try this and see where that confirms. Ooh, 0.1 steps. 0.1. Okay, we did learn that 0.1 steps is still considered 3 stars. I'm okay with that. I'm good with 3 stars. Anything less than 3 stars is not it. It's not it for me. We're gonna stick by 3 stars being fine. If we can get 0.0, great. 0.1 is not that bad. We are very close. It was literally just a matter of like following, or like the positioning is correct as far as steps from the compass or steps from the landmark is literally just like trying to position it south of that line. I'm happy with that. It's fine. A ruin, I knew it. That means Raven City is, who is this guy? Girl. Who is this person? This is Elo. Milo? What do we call him? I like Milo. I'm probably gonna use it interchangeably. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. The 3rd member of Billy's bunch. He's not very good with strangers, but don't worry about it. He was like that with all of us at first. Okay. He was against talking to anyone else. Aw, he's so shy. That's so cute. He's as cunning as a fox when it comes to history, actually already studying with the 8th graders. That's adorable. Expert on the Ravenfolk. Thanks to him that we have these maps here. Okay, cool. How do we proceed with these ruins, my guy? Mark the ruins in the north next. But only if you want to. Oh, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you, my guy. Mark the ruins in the north. Okay, let's head north. North is gonna be this compass. This is south. This is north. We're gonna go this way. Ruins in the north. I'm guessing he's talking about these ones. Okay, these ones are not directly north. Which means it's going to be a little challenge to figure out where this one is. Do I have any other landmarks? No. Okay, but the cool thing is it looks like they do kind of give you a little bit of a pathway here to mark. So maybe what we can do, they do give you a little bit of a hint, it seems. I don't know if that pathway is facing... To me, that pathway looks like it's north-south. If I were to walk this thing and kind of like look at its orientation... Let me get higher ground and see if that helps. Yeah, it kind of looks like a north to south road, especially when I look at it like this. It's like this is north to south direction. If I go to the side here, just like kind of strafing, this looks like north to south as well. What I'm gonna do is start from the center here, count my steps until I get to that little path thingy. 3.5. Ooh, there's a little, okay, look at the little feet prints next to the 3. There's like a meter. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that before. I'm dumb. So it's like a little over 3.5 steps there. We'll just keep it 3.5. So from here, it's 3.5 from basically this line. So it's gonna be somewhere in this space-ish. So we will keep that in mind. And then I'm gonna try a thing. I don't really know how this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try, so I'm looking at this like east-west, and it's a straight line. If I strafe this way, will it keep me straight? Oh god, I'm so stupid. I turned on accident. I wanted to see where I was going. So let me try this again. And we're kind of strafing along. I don't know if this is going to actually work, but it's worth a shot, I guess. Okay, that's 11. It's very possible that I was off only because I didn't technically do the correct steps. What we can also do is start here and just go straight and see. Problem is, I don't know if it's straight unless I go based off of that stick that's on the ground. 11. And that's what we counted the first time. Okay, so let's approximate this. So we said 3.5, kind of on that first little jaunt. So we have, I don't know, like 1 step. 3 step is kind of like here-ish. And then 11. So 11 would put us here and an extra little bump here, basically. Do we try it? I say we try it. I say we go for it and see where that puts us. I also... Ooh, half a step. Let's go. Let's go. Only half a step. That's so good. That's still really good. It still gives us the 3 stars. And it's not too shabby. Also, where the heck is it trying to measure? Like, what is the range of measurement? This is like pointing in the center, but that's not half a step away. It doesn't matter, honestly. Like, I got the 3 stars on it. Half step. This is perfectly fine. Let's continue. There's something scribbled on the ruins. It's a treasure map. Have we found a treasure map already? We have to dig it up. A shovel. A shovel. Does anyone here have a shovel? Rue? Oh my god, look at Rue. Rue has a shovel. She has a fork on her back, which means she's got to have a spoon, too. The spoon is the shovel, if I had to guess. She wants to join the crew? Why doesn't Bite want her on the crew? Why doesn't anyone want her on the crew? What's going on? Billy's like, hell yeah, let's go. Let's go. But, like, everyone else is like, no. Why? What did she do? Alright, we have this tool. We have the shovel. Ooh, okay. Press Q to open the radio menu and then select your tool. Okay, we got steps, shovel. Perfect. Now, follow the treasure map in the ruin and dig up the treasure. Okay, so let's go to the ruin and grab that map. Ooh. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, so I wish I could point. Basically, this is the map of the island, but you have the part that's like here is the river, and it looks like the treasure map. It looks like this map is like in this direction. This is the north orientation. The treasure is directly north of the tip of this river, it looks like. Like, that's what I'm gathering. I'm also seeing that it is I don't know how accurate this little thing is, but it looks like it's kind of in between two little bumpy-de-doos. This one being one, I think, and the other one being kind of like the sharper one. That's what I'm guessing. So if we navigate over here. Ooh, wait, actually, let me go back. Let me look at this map again. Let's see. I know it said directly north, but also how far from the coast? That's the question. It looks like it's between the two, so it's gonna be somewhere here, directly north of the thing. I don't know how accurate this map is, though. That's the thing. Directly north, and then kind of like it actually isn't drawn very well because if you look at the river angle and this little cove angle compared to what's drawn there, they look different. They look like different angles. But let's go look, I guess, over here and see. It's also hard to remember. Oh, no. Oh, don't don't fall in the water. I can't see where I am. This is tough. Let's see. I didn't even get that far away from the shore, but I guess I fell into some deep water. So this is that little notch here, I believe. So I want to find that super sharp point, I think. The super sharp point. Where is that super sharp point? Is that the super sharp? No, that's this. Okay, that's not it. Oh, the super sharp point is this thing. Okay. Is the treasure here? This would put us kind of in the area that we think. And it's sandy. And kind of in a pretty obvious place where treasure could go. We found it. Ooh, what is in here? What is this? Aw, Milo, he's very concerned for Billy. Because Billy wanted a big treasure. And Milo's like, this is not a very big treasure. But Billy's still excited anyway. She's like, oh, hell yeah, we got a treasure. That's all I care about. A sticker box. No longer have to draw everything in a pen. You can make quick markings with stickers. Oh, that's fun. We should take it to the museum and not keep it for ourselves. That's wrong. Cool. Cool beans. With that, I think this is a good stopping point just because I finished that level, and then we can move on to the next episode. So we're going to stop it right here, and we will continue this journey in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Map. I know it's a little bit different than some of the gameplay that I've put out there or have like thought about putting out there, since I'm more focused on like automation factory type games. This is a little bit more cozy, a little bit logical, but also just kind of fun little puzzle. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next one.